Lisa sees me in the restaurant and she's like, I would like to offer you a job here.
I thought reality TV stars, starting, I thought they made way more money.
That's why it worked so much, because you weren't there for the cameras. You were actually there for love.
1,000%.
Why did you join Vanderpump in the first place? Because I'm going to be honest. I watched the first 2 seasons.
Okay.
That was dramatic.
Yeah, it was
I
crazy.
wouldn't walk into the lion's den after knowing what this was.
So I had never seen Vanderpump Rules before. It was like not something that I had any interest in. It was like, who's going to watch a bunch of servers? And then season 4 comes around and Lisa sees me in the restaurant and she's like, I would like to offer you a job here. With that hostess job came a position on the show. And when I started, I called my mom every day and was like, I'm running back to Utah. Why did I ever do this? And she would have to remind me, like, you're a tough bitch.
Yeah.
You know, you got through high school, girl. You can get through this. It's like, seriously, not even as hard. I just wanted to know the quickest way to get to where I wanted to be. And whether we like it or not in this day and age, social media has taken over.
Yeah.
Reality TV is the new soap opera. That was my springboard to say, let's have a job at SUR while I can also promote whatever the I want.
Yeah.
Whether it's my acting, my lips. I just wanted people to know who Lala was. And I feel like I'm scratching the surface finally.
For sure. But looking back and you joined in season 4 and you were, upset about joining and you couldn't believe you do it, at what point did you accept your role on the show and get comfortable with it? Or is that still happening?
I think every season is an adjustment because I'm only 28. I'm in my 20s. I'm still going to be evolving into a different person. I mean, if you would have told me season 4 that comes season 7, I would have an Insta family and a fiance with 2 kids, I would have laughed in your face. But season 4, I really had to just understand, like, I have to be comfortable with who I am because no one else has my back.
Yeah.
So if you're not comfortable in your skin, like, you're going to get eaten alive. And I like taking my top off. And I like doing certain things. So it's like if we're filming a reality show, like, I'm going to be real. And everyone thinks I'm lit back home, so I just assumed everyone on the show would think I'm lit.
Okay, take me back to the beginning of you getting on the show. What was your expectation walking into that first day? And what did you think you were getting yourself into?
I honestly was so wasted, I had no idea, but that's the truth. Well, because I was going through a divorce and I was a mess and I didn't really know that much about the franchise. I saw like Orange County here and there. I was just like, yeah, I'll do it. What do you want? And they're like, well,
Because you were a single woman.
I was a single mom. I had no money and I don't have any talent. I mean, I had talent, but I can't get paid for it. Well, I mean, maybe I could.
You
but
could get paid for it.
I think in Amsterdam you can. But no, I mean, like, what was I going to do? I had to hustle. Like, okay, I was doing anything and everything I could to just pay the rent.
Yeah.
Because we were, our funds were being held up while we were fighting over custody. So I didn't have money. I had nothing.
The first time I ever saw you was on Basketball Wives. What? And the minute that you walked on screen, I was like, this bitch is too cute to be on reality TV with 5 women because the cute one always gets it the worst.
Yeah.
How was it when you were on that show the first season?
It was all right. It was an experience. Glad I went through it. Not really trying to go through it again. Basketball Wives has a stereotype of like these angry black women. And I feel like more than just black people watch it. People that aren't familiar with the black culture take that and they think that that is
it.
That's what we are. And I feel really, really bad that I was a part of that and like I contributed to that. Black women were queens. We're so much more than arguing with each other over stupid stuff. I never want people to think that I'm like this aggressive black woman because I'm not. I'm a black woman, but I'm not aggressive. I'm aggressive like when it comes to my work and my business, but I'm not like try to fight you in the streets. And I feel like that show has kind of like gave me that. I got pushed like to the limit where I had to like bark back. First of all, I thought reality TV stars, starting, I thought they made way more money. When they told me how much money I was going to be making, I was like,
ooh.
Yeah. I was like, what? This is what you start at? Like, I thought they were, like, rich.
Yeah.
No, they're not.
No.
I left the club for this. It was less than the club.
It's
It could have stayed at the bank.
People often get that thing in their head
Yeah.
that you think reality TV people make a lot of money.
And I struggled. I really, really struggled because you know why? In Pennsylvania, the cost of living is way cheaper. So what I was making doing the show was not even enough to sustain my life. I wasn't able to ship my car. I had to borrow a friend's car, which was like a total hoopty compared to what I had. I had a nice Lexus in Pennsylvania, left it there with my mom, left my beautiful apartment. I had a crap apartment here. Well, actually, it wasn't a crap apartment. It was actually a really nice apartment. I just struggled to afford it.
Yeah.
Like, I went from paying $1,400 a month rent for a, like, 3-bedroom, really nice situation with a
Speak
pool,
on it. Speak
everything.
on it.
Here, my 1-bedroom was like $2,500 a month. And it was just like, what? How is everyone so rich out here? I don't get it.
Because people fake it.
Yeah, they do. Well, I was one of the ones who faked it because I'm on this show now, and these girls are pulling up to work in G-Wagons and like hair and makeup done. I'm like, I can't even afford to pay $250 to get my makeup done today for the show. So I was doing my own makeup. I was borrowing my friend's car. I was parking 3 blocks down the street so they didn't see me in that car. I was showing up to set sweaty because I walked 3 blocks in the middle of the summer in LA. And I'm like,
Because VH1 loves to drive up.
hey guys, I'm here. What are we fighting about today? You know? So that was my life. But yeah, I struggled. I thought I was going to be like rich, and I wasn't. It was definitely a struggle.
When we met you in 2007, it
Yeah.
was Tiffany we didn't know. It was New York. You were on every TV screen. You went from reality show. At what point during that process did you realize that you were going to be a breakout hit?
Wow. I never thought anything was going on. I think what it was is I'm in the moment, I'm in the mansion, I'm living it, but when I got out, I heard that there was a buzz going on about me, and I was creating a name and a lane for myself, and I didn't even know.
Oh, because you were living in the house, and while you were living in the house, the episodes started airing.
Yes.
People were knowing who you were, but you had no idea.
No clue.
So you didn't win.
No, I did not win, and he had me back a second time and still didn't pick me.
And at that point, you were like, I am done with this whole TV thing.
My goodness, yes. Well, at least on the love end of things.
What did you do next?
You know what? The producers hit me up and they said, hey, you were really here for Flav, and we saw that, and we care about you, and we want to give you a shot to find your Prince Charming. And I'm like, guys, I don't know. That was hard for me, you know, and I really had to think about it. Like, still, the lights weren't going off. Like, girl, this could be a career. I'm still invested only in love. So I thought about it for a while, and I go, hey, you know what, guys? I'm healed up enough. I'm ready to date.
That's why it worked so much, because you weren't there for the
No,
cameras. You were actually there for love.
1,000%.
Now,
I'm a hopeless romantic.
you're a hopeless romantic. What made you do the show in the first place?
You know, it's such a crazy story. Shawnee, I'm always like, bitch, I blame you for the good, the bad, the ugly. You know, because my life really changed when I agreed to do this show. She called me one day and she was like, hey, I have this idea. We were in Miami. I was going through a breakup with my ex. I think she was going through stuff with her ex-husband. And, you know, she was figuring out things that she wanted to do. And she was like, you know, I'm pitching this show and I think you would be great. And I'm thinking to myself, me? Like, for what? Like, what am I going to do on this reality show? Because this was a long time ago.
Yeah.
But then I had just opened up a shoe store in Miami. So I'm like, okay, this is going to be great for business.
Yeah.
And then I agreed to do it. I got Jennifer to do it. I got Susie to do it at the time.
Damn.
You know, I was
You
like,
roped
well,
everybody in.
Yeah, I roped everybody in. I was like, so come to this, you know, audition. It was at my store. That's kind of how everything happened. And then the first season aired. And I never forget watching my Twitter numbers. I will never forget this. Literally, how it was going up, the
That's
numbers.
how you know.
I knew my life had changed. I knew things were different.
Like what you saw? Hit subscribe. You don't want to miss any new episodes of Just a Sip, and you can catch up on any past episodes. The tea was hot, I'm telling you.